Well, here we are for the Aprilia Dunlop Superteen race, and this is one of the most exciting races that we've ever had. Andy Reid's on pole, and then on second position we've got, of course, Lee Jackson. He's local to here. And then on third, Connor Tagg. They're all three top contenders in the championship, but look out for all sorts of riders, especially Wayne Ryan, number 12. He's 16th on the grid, but we know he can come through and do all right.
Yeah, Wayne, I think a future champion there, Steve, but he did pick up his first ever Super Team win here at Cadwell Park. But meanwhile, up the front end, Andy Reid capitalising on an excellent pole position, just nicks across and grabs the line through Coppice. He leads up the hill, Connor Tagg going with him, and Lee Jackson on the outside, just getting up into second there. Superb start from Lee, who had been watching his uncle. Also Lee Jackson, of course, racing around here earlier, and will be trying to emulate him. His uncle had a great win, and look at this, Lee's going for it up the outside into Park. Wonderful shot of the riders streaming down and up Park Straight there and into Park Corner. Here they come around Chris Curve, and Andy Reid stick it up the inside, and that got a little bit adjacent. Lee Jackson having nowhere to run but the grass, and behind him Sam Davis doing the same thing. At least they're back on safely. Oh, which is more than can be said for Ross Twyman. He goes walkabout as well. Oh, 2 falls, 1 submission and a bit of a flattener. Never mind, Ross lives to fight another day, and the leaders down through the gooseneck. Connor Tagg right up alongside Andy Reid there, and there, look, Lee Jackson back in the pack after that bit of a grassy trip. He's got a lot of fighting back to do in this one, but up the front, Andy Reid now chasing hard. Connor Tagg, he's really rejuvenated this year, isn't he? Fantastic season so far for young Connor.
Yeah, he's a different young man this season. He's really up for it, and he's obviously a championship contender. Ben Gautry's obviously going very well there as well, number 25. I just spotted in the distance Greg James is falling back a bit. Greg has really got the pace. He's so unlucky. He's been having all sorts of bike problems there, but looks like he's fallen out of the main pack, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he'll be back up the sharp end of things when we get to Pembrey, because, yes, as you say, he's had a bit of bad luck, but he's also looked on the form of his life this weekend, hasn't he?
Yep, he has indeed. It looks like a good race from Nick Anderson as well, number 47. He's in shout for a podium as well.
Well, meanwhile, Andy Reid just asserting himself there at the front. Leads down Park Straight. Connor Tagg in second place. There is Nick Anderson. He's got this little battle behind him. I think Sam Cherry and also Phil Canessa up there. Good run from Phil.
Yep, Phil, another local young man to me. He's been in the form of his life this weekend as well, but another one plagued with bad luck. Sam Cherry, of course, won the Nitro Newcomers race at Mallory Park, so great example of what that race can do for you.
Yeah, meanwhile up front it is Connor Tagg once more, getting back ahead of Andy Reid. Further back down there, Harry Hartley we see on the 58 machine as the leaders just charging down towards Mansfield once again. But it is Connor Tagg who is heading things at the moment. He's also put in the fastest lap of the race so far, so Connor's got the speed in the race. Andy Reid had the speed when it came to qualifying. Look at him, head down, chasing Connor. There's Connor, 100 into the bottom of the mountain. 17, Andy Reid. 47 is Nick Anderson. And there we see number 12, Wayne Ryan. Those green wheels, can't miss him. Up from 16th on the grid into 9th at the moment. Good progress, Steve.
Yeah, he's done ever so well. Can't complain about that. 16th up into the top 10. That's what we'll be looking for. He's just chasing onto the back of Ashley the Duck Jones, who's also having a good ride.
Indeed, and the leaders come down across the grid once again, and Connor Tagg. But look at Andy Reid, absolutely flat on the tank there, and a good challenge. We see Phil Canessa alongside Nick Anderson there. Here they come towards as the leaders go through, and in fact Phil Canessa up in a third ahead of Nick this time.
Great riding by Phil. Yeah, he's having an absolutely fantastic weekend. Danny Murphy also trying to get in the mix just alongside Ben Gautry as well.
Now we see the battle just behind the leaders, and absolutely flying. Well, look at Danny Murphy there in that rookie vest. He just behind Ben Gautry. Ben Gautry, Danny Murphy there moving up ahead of Nick Anderson and Phil Canessa. Fantastic bun fight in this. The battle chasing the leaders. Meanwhile, it is still, look, Connor Tagg and Andy Reid. And now Ben Gautry up into third place, Steve.
Yeah, Ben is a fantastic little rider. Everything just clicked into place at the end of last season, and he turned into this super little rider, and looks like he might just start nipping at the heels of these top three guys now.
And what about Danny Murphy as well? He's a rookie this year, but he is doing great stuff. We've seen him. He's won the rookie section of this championship a couple of times already, and look at that, Andy Reid overtaking Connor Tagg as they go up the mountain. There's a lot of riders older and with more experience who wouldn't even dream of pulling a move like that, but Andy Reid does, and through into the lead he goes. Now we'll see what Connor Tagg's made of. Can he catch Andy in the remainder of this race? Here they come, and look, Danny Murphy is up into third, so the rookie absolutely flying there. There go the two leaders, Reid and Tagg, and Danny Murphy rounding copies. He is absolutely flying. And Ben Gautry's got his work cut out of his to catch old Orange Wheels Murphy there.
Yeah, and there goes Jamie Thackeray with Aaron Clipson and little Scott James as well in amongst the battles.
Yeah, Scott, the younger brother of Greg James. That's up the front. Look at this, Connor Tagg and Andy Reid, and Connor just getting up alongside, and Andy Reid chops across his bows again. Fantastic stuff, no quarter arse, and absolutely zip given. But they charge on at the front. Here's this wonderful battle behind. That couple of the rookie vests there, mixing it with the more experienced young runners. There's Andy Reid and Connor Tagg. Look at it, absolutely nothing between them at all. Chasing into the bottom of the mountain. And still, Danny Murphy leading that little bunch. Nick Anderson there in the white leathers, chasing up the mountain. Well, Reid or Tagg, they're both race winners this year already, Steve. And there we see Lee Jackson making up positions after his earlier off. And there we see backmarker Ashley Wilson with the leaders bearing down on him, Andy Reid and Connor Tagg. And look at this, Ben Gautry getting up alongside Danny Murphy, and that's how they cross the line and chase down towards Coppice. Up the hill they run. Just to think, Steve, Danny Murphy losing out to Ben Gautry there.
Yeah, Ben's having a fantastic ride, and Phil Canessa's hunting them both down as well as Connor Tagg has gone up into the lead, but Andy Reid's snatched it back again. This is a great battle at the front.
Can he hold it? Yes, he can. And, well, we've seen a lot of riders in BSB go AWOL at just that point of the circuit, but Andy Reid hanging on there all the way around the outside and down through the gooseneck. These two stretching it at the front. They're trading fastest laps as well. Oh, and down, and that's from the lead battle. That's Danny Murphy. Oh dear, never mind, Danny, good to see him up. And yep, no, forget about that, mate. The marshals will deal with that. Oh, what a shame for Danny, having an excellent race. And meanwhile, Andy Reid into the bottom of the mountain once again. That will have split up the battle behind these two. Connor Tagg chasing hard up over the top.
Yeah, it would indeed. Lee Jackson's filing through the pack very nicely indeed. He's just coming up behind Ashley the Duck Jones there. But it'd be interesting to see how Danny Murphy's crash has affected the battle for second.
Yeah, there's Lee. I'll tell you what, Lee dropped back into the 20s when he had that error right early on in the race. So he really has worked hard to get back up somewhere near the top six. But Andy Reid, he'll take every bit of that. A win for Andy Reid. Connor Tagg finishing second. Ben Gautry an excellent third ahead of Nick Anderson and Sam Cherry. Good result ahead of Phil Canessa and the recovery, Lee Jackson. And a very happy Andy Reid. There's Connor to his right and Ben to his left. Scott Pictures won the Nitro Newcomers. For those riders absolutely brand spanking new to road racing. Aaron Clipson was second and Josh Daly finished third. There they are.